always a delay with my screen, and the lighting is really weird here. I thought it would be better. But anyway, I'm going to try not get my head cut off. This is my video blog about books and loneliness and feelings in general that I just decided it is necessary to talk about and do my little video blog. First, I'm going to use a quote from this beautiful book called Inferno by Charlene Kenyon. This is the fourth book in the Chronicles of Nick series. The fifth one, Illusion, comes out spring of 2014. This book was amazing, and it just really was. Let's see, the quote that just made me had to make this video blog because it just seems so very necessary. I do not have the page number memorized, but it is from one of my favorite characters, Ashon. Ashon and Nick are two of my favorite characters, and who's in this spin-off series? It is centering around Nick and Ashon, and this makes me happy. Anyway, it doesn't really matter what other people think. The only opinion that really matters is yours. We are all writers of our lives. We can make our stories comedies or tragedies, tales of horror or of inspiration. Your attitude and your fortitude and courage will determine your destiny, Nick. Life is hard and it sucks for all. Every person you meet is waging his or her own war against the callous universe, and that is plotting against them. And we are all battle weary. But in the midst of our hell, there's always something we can hold on to, whether it's a dream or of the future, a memory of the past, or a warm hand that soothes us. We just have to take a moment during the fight to remember that we're not alone and that we're not just fighting for ourselves. We're fighting with the people we love. And it's just such a beautiful quote. And this book itself, it's a teen series for 16-year-olds, and I'm 20, but it's just such a deep series. It's a spin-off of her romance novel series. Charlene Kenyon, another author that you should all know from my previous vlogs. I've talked about her. It's this author with this tattoo. But yes, I just loved this book, and it just made me so happy and proud to be a fan of this series, and I just wish I had this when I was younger. It's such a deep book, despite the fact it's so very supernatural. Another quote, but it doesn't really fit. I just liked the quote. It's from Daughter of Smoke and Bone. I've mentioned it before when I discussed this book, Days of Blood and Starlight, the sequel to Daughter of Smoke and Bone. But yes. Anyway, the quote that has nothing to do with the video at all, but I just really like this quote, is, "I don't have many rules to live by," he said, "but here's one. It's simple. Don't put anything unnecessary into yourself. No poisons or chemicals, no fumes or smoke or alcohol, no sharp objects, no inessential needles, drugs, or tattoo, and no inessential penises either." Inessential penises, Crew had repeated, delighted with the praise in spite of her grief. "Is there any such a thing as an essential one? When an essential one comes along, you'll know, he replied. It's just an entertaining book that was between Brimstone and Carew. But yes. I'm going through a phase in my life where I just feel like it's necessary to talk about all of my feelings. And anyway, don't you have that phase in life? Maybe, But anyway, books make it easier. It just makes life more enjoyable. It's not that I am a pessimistic person. Pardon me, plugging nose. Anyway, I pride myself in my optimism and my ability to persevere through life, etc. But books make life more enjoyable. I'm going through a Neil Gaiman phase. I'm currently reading his book, Good Omens, with Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. Obviously, if you can read that little spot right here. I'm also reading his book, it's really dark, Smoke and Mirrors, Short Fictions and Other Illusions. Yes, Short Fictions and Illusions. And then I'm also reading his book, Neverwhere, because why not? And I'm also, after that, I'm going to read his book, Fragile Things. I've already read American Gods. I don't have Anansi Boys in my possession right now, but I read that too. And I also read Stardust. I have yet to buy the original copy, but I couldn't help myself and had to buy the movie one. I just couldn't because I really like the cast, even though I usually always have to buy the original copies of books. But yeah, he's brilliant. I love Neil Gaiman. Obviously, he's really good. I mean, not obviously, but I think he's a very enjoyable author. He's just so very British. And I'm also reading, I'm going to be reading the second book in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series, because why the hell not? It was beautiful, the first one, so why not read the rest of the series? But yes, Neil Gaiman just so brilliant. I love him. But books make life enjoyable. I'm trying to keep this as a theme. Everyone gets this annoying, unnecessary, or sometimes necessary, lonely feeling inside of you. It just wants to eat its way out, and it's just so very irritating when you're optimistic and you get that feeling inside of you that just makes you want to sit in the corner and be pessimistic, and it's just very irritating. But books like this, and this, and that stack right there, as I slowly tilt the screen at a really bad angle, make it a little bit easier. books are just a lovely escape from reality, and when you hear other people's words that make it more bearable, it just helps. I don't know where this video blog is going. I had meant to have a deeper meaning to it and not just talk about books and why I love them, but I meant to rant about my feelings and make it more to help myself, but I want to help others. I want to be there for people, I guess. I don't know why this is a really dark video and my eyes are all dark, but whatever. I had hoped this would be a lighter room, but it did not. But anyway, books are amazing. If you don't read, I really, really hope you change your mind and do so. It just helps to have other people's words. The Inferno book revolved around Nick dealing with his inner demon struggles, etc. And I'm not a 16-year-old boy, and I obviously am not. But it's just such a beautiful book about this. I don't want to spoil anything, but it just really made life a little bit cooler, more bare. A lot of emotions were overwhelmingly inside of me that just spewed out, and it was an amazing book. It just, well, I don't know how life-changing it was, but there's this 8-page thing against bullying in it that was just so well written. It just, Shirley Kenyon has several sons, and she's just a beautiful author and human being and person in general, and her characters just reach into you and make you feel things. All authors want to do that. I'm a writer. I want to make my readers feel, and these authors do that to me, and it just, this video I'm just rocking back and forth, and my acting teacher says it shouldn't be good to walk backwards as you talk if you're supposed to be threatening, but I'm not being threatening. I'm attempting to do a video blog. But anyway, I'm going to go end it on this note. I have to do a following video and 2 episodes of Doctor Who and Game of Thrones, and I will have Once Upon a Time, so I will be doing more uploading videos after this. I don't know where this is going, but yeah.